shouldn't have to depend on a man. Snow White was brought back to life by a lady doctor.
And she lived happily ever after?
South Park just roasted Rachel Zegler, and now she reportedly wants an apology. Do you think this is just comedy doing its job, or did the show cross a line too far? Subscribe now for unfiltered Hollywood drama you won't get anywhere else. Because here, we say what everyone else is too scared to. South Park is back to doing what it does best, dragging cultural trends into the spotlight and setting them on fire. In its latest episode, titled Woke White: The Reinvention, the show unleashes a savage satire aimed directly at Disney's live-action remake of Snow White and its star, Rachel Zegler. The episode doesn't pull punches. It features a parody of Snow White, who lectures townsfolk on feminism, colonialism, and the dangers of male affection. In one scene, instead of receiving the iconic true love's kiss, the new Snow White is revived by a female doctor who says, "We don't need men to wake us. We've got medicine and self-respect." The episode lampoons the entire trend of woke reboots, portraying them as soulless, agenda-driven rebrands. South Park also targets Disney executive Kathleen Kennedy, showing her demand, "Put another gay diverse woman in it," whenever ratings drop. One character groans, "Please, Kathy Kennedy, stop ruining everything." The town's exhaustion with reboots echoes real-world fatigue, sparking heated debates online. The episode struck a nerve, with critics calling it blunt but accurate, while fans praised it as exactly the slap Hollywood needed. Controversy? Mission accomplished. The South Park episode, Woke White: The Reinvention, pushed a sharp agenda critiquing what the creators see as Hollywood's obsession with forced diversity and over-politicized remakes. By portraying Snow White as a preachy, anti-romance figure and mocking Disney's leadership, especially targeting Kathleen Kennedy, the show satirized the industry's shift toward woke storytelling. The episode implied that characters like Zegler's Snow White represent performative progressivism rather than authentic creativity. Rachel Zegler reportedly felt personally attacked, believing the episode unfairly painted her as the symbol of everything wrong with modern Hollywood and used her likeness to push an anti-inclusion narrative. Rachel Zegler's reaction to South Park's parody of Disney's live-action Snow White has sparked significant controversy. Following the episode's release, sources close to Zegler reported that she found the portrayal defamatory and humiliating. Zegler reportedly instructed her legal team to explore all options to pressure Comedy Central into removing the episode from circulation, labeling it defamatory and damaging to her professional reputation. Her team argues the show crossed the line from satire into personal attack, especially with lines mocking her political activism and public statements. A legal insider noted, "Rachel is not against comedy, but she draws the line when it becomes character assassination under the guise of humor." Despite the push, South Park's creators and Comedy Central have remained silent, fueling speculation about a deeper legal and cultural clash brewing behind the scenes. The controversy extended to social media, where clips of the episode went viral. Many users mocked Zegler's previous comments about the original Snow White being outdated, accusing her of hypocrisy after she paid tribute to Adriana Casalotti, the original voice actress for Snow White. One tweet read, "She trashes the original, then praises the OG actress. Make it make sense." As of now, there has been no official statement from Zegler or her legal team regarding the lawsuit. However, the incident has ignited discussions about the boundaries of satire and the responsibilities of public figures in the age of social media. Disney's live-action Snow White remake was controversial from the jump. Casting Rachel Zegler, a Latina actress, as the iconic fair-skinned princess sparked heated debates. Critics argued the casting strayed too far from the original, while supporters praised the move for promoting diversity. Zegler defended the decision, stating, "Never in a million years did I imagine I would play a Disney princess. You don't normally see girls who look like me in those roles." But it was her take on the 1937 classic that truly lit up social media. In multiple interviews, Zegler described the original film as extremely outdated, and criticised the prince, saying, "It's weird that he just shows up and kisses her without consent. No wonder little girls grow up with warped ideas of love." Her remarks drew backlash from Disney purists who felt she disrespected a cinematic staple. The controversy escalated further when Disney replaced the iconic Seven Dwarfs with CGI magical creatures to avoid stereotypes, prompted in part by actor Peter Dinklage's critique. However, the dwarfism community hit back, saying the change robbed them of rare film roles. The film's effort to modernise ended up dividing both fans and communities it aimed to uplift. Behind the scenes, tension reportedly brewed between Rachel Zegler and her Snow White co-star, Gal Gadot. Sources close to the production claimed that their differing political views, especially on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, contributed to growing discord. Zegler's outspoken support for Palestine clashed with Gadot's pro-Israel stance, leading to a divide that made its way into public discussions. Jonah Platt, son of Snow White producer Mark Platt, took to Instagram to criticise Zegler's behaviour, calling her narcissistic in a heated exchange. He defended his father's actions against Zegler, emphasising the potential financial damage her political posts could cause to the film's success. Platt wrote, "This isn't just about politics. This is about protecting the movie we've worked so hard on." Despite the backstage drama, industry insiders continued to praise Zegler's performance. Variety's Katzy Stefan remarked, "Rachel Zegler is a shining supernova in a film full of controversy." Critics acknowledged her undeniable talent, even if the off-screen tension overshadowed the film's overall reception. Fan reactions to the Snow White controversy continue to be polarizing. On one side, supporters of Zegler argue that the criticism is rooted in an unwillingness to accept change. A fan tweeted, "Snow White needed to evolve. Women's roles aren't just about being saved anymore. Zegler is spot on." They defend her statements, highlighting the importance of shifting traditional narratives to reflect modern values. On the flip side, many feel the changes have gone too far. One Twitter user wrote, "The original Snow White was a symbol of innocent love. Turning her into a political figure doesn't honour the magic." Critics argue that feminism doesn't have to erase classic traits like romance or simplicity. Another fan added, "You can't just rewrite Disney's history to fit a modern agenda. Sometimes the past is worth preserving." The backlash is also evident in the Snow White trailer's massive dislike count on YouTube, with some calling it symbolic of the public's dissatisfaction with the direction Disney's heading. Let's not forget, South Park has done this before. From skewering Tom Cruise in the infamous Trapped in the Closet episode to roasting Kanye West's ego in Fish Sticks, Trey Parker and Matt Stone have made careers out of holding mirrors to celebrity culture. This isn't new. What makes the Zegler episode stand out is the cultural moment it hit. We're living in a time when backlash happens faster than the punchline, and fan bases can be both your loudest cheerleaders and your most brutal critics. The episode joining the Pandaverse hits that nerve dead on. It critiques what the creators see as tokenized representation, diversity used as a shield for weak storytelling. It raises the uncomfortable question, is Hollywood prioritizing checkboxes over character? Here's where it gets murky. Is this a genuine case of a young actress defending her reputation, or a strategic move to shift the narrative? PR analysts suggest Zegler's camp may be trying to reframe the controversy before the film's release. As one marketing expert noted, every minute spent talking about South Park is a minute not spent trashing the Snow White remake's trailers. But critics aren't buying it. A culture blogger wrote, "You can't preach about changing tradition and then collapse the moment tradition claps back." Still, there's no denying the power imbalance here. Zegler is one person. South Park is a cultural institution with a decades-long track record of dragging anyone and everyone. Was she the wrong target or the perfect one? Rachel Zegler's journey with Snow White has been anything but a fairy tale. From casting controversies and political disputes to animated parodies and public backlash, the narrative surrounding the film reflects broader societal debates about tradition, representation, and modern values. At its core, this controversy is about more than a cartoon roast or a casting choice. It's about where Hollywood is headed. Are reboots becoming a lazy excuse to force modern themes onto old stories? Or is it just evolution in action? But now we turn the mic to you. What are your thoughts on South Park's parody? Do you believe Rachel Zegler's reactions are justified? Or is this all part of the Hollywood game? Drop your opinions in the comments below. We're eager to hear your take. And hey, if you're hungry for more sizzling celebrity gossip and insider scoops, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, stay fabulous and informed.